Welcome back to part 2. I wanted Donald Brown, I wanted you to come back on here. And I know earlier we were talking about foreclosures and your specialty and your niche and how you help so many people. And we're coming up on the holidays.
Yep. Happy holidays.
Yeah. We're coming up on the holidays, and someone had dropped off some stuff at your house yesterday.
Yes,
as a matter
they
of fact.
did. I don't know who it is, but
Right.
I collect Rudolphs,
Yeah.
and they put this on my porch, and these were in eggs.
I see this is like a little
And
ornament.
and I opened them
And
up.
in the ornament, there's a little avalanche man.
Yeah. Got Clarice.
Who?
Clarice.
Oh, that's Clarice?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to tell
What?
you something. You want to know something?
What?
The whole podcast world's going to learn something. So,
I was looking.
I'm adopted.
Uh-huh.
My mother and father adopted me. And, my adoption was closed adoption. And my name is Sondra,
Yep.
as everybody knows. But my real adoption name is Clarice.
No.
Yeah. Tiffany teases me all the time about that. So when you said Clarice, I'm like, oh, Lord. Brought back a memory real quick.
They in love.
Oh, Clarice and Rudolph?
Yeah, they in love.
Oh, how special.
Like me, so.
So it's holiday time.
Yep.
And during the holidays, a lot of people say, hey, do houses sell or not sell? It's usually my busiest time.
Yep.
And I think last month, I normally average 5 to 7 closings a month. And this month is really upside down. It's not my normal month. But houses for me, my busy part of the year is usually October during the holidays all the way to December. A lot of people, some want to move, but most of them want to move before the holidays.
Exactly.
And the other time is when it's time for school and they got children, they want to get into a different school district and they want to move during the summer, right? But during the holidays, people like to decorate. At least they're getting back in the mood.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago, we had the pandemic, which just changed a lot. But I love to decorate.
Me too.
Christmas is my favorite holiday of the
Mine too.
whole year. Some people's Halloween,
No,
Mine's Christmas, right? And so, when you're showing houses or you're scheduling, you see a lot of personalized stuff. And I always tell every one of my clients, please depersonalize your home. And what I mean by that,
Take pictures down.
because you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because some people can't envision their stuff
In
a
there
house.
with your stuff.
Right.
But holiday time makes it feel like home, because I always tell all of my clients, let's cook vanilla in the oven. Let's bake cookies if you can.
Yep.
Because once people buy homes sometimes on senses and smells. They really, really do. And it just seems like, home for the holidays and let's go home. It smells better. It looks pretty. It's just they need to depersonalize.
Exactly.
Big time. Because people don't think, like I've gone in, before I put a house up on the market, you might have a report card on the refrigerator.
Yeah.
Pictures of your grandkids, your kids. Nobody thinks about that buyer. Let's say you have an open house to the public,
Yeah.
and we can't qualify everybody that walks through the door when a public open house is going on. So that buyer looks up and sees that grandkid in that report card and goes, look at there. Mary Jo's in 3rd grade class over here at Levi Milton. Let me go get in carpool line and snatch her.
Exactly.
So if you got a really good agent, and I call myself a great agent, that goes above and beyond for your client or your seller, that's what you need to do, is depersonalize.
And
because during the holiday times, people like to decorate. And I like to look at it. You have any clients that don't want to see that?
You ever go to your friend's house or a relative's house?
I don't have any friends. No, go ahead.
Whatever, girl. Shut
All
up.
right.
So you see wedding invitations.
Yeah.
now.
Are there pictures?
They're like so if you have an agent open house, not an agent open house, a public open house,
Public.
people see that and they're going to look and say, they're probably going to be at that wedding that day.
I'm going to come back and rob them.
Coming back and rob them.
Yeah.
This is...
See, I would think opposite. You know what I would think?
I'm
We're
like,
getting married next week. I'm going there to wedding crash it.
exactly. I'm like, I want some wedding cake, girl. Mama hungry.
I will take my fat ass over there. and eat.
Exactly.
Who
I
you
like
with?
that.
I'm with the bride. No, who you with? The groom.
Be wedding
I
crasher.
love Wedding Crasher movie. I love it. But yeah, you're right. People
But, you know,
are crazy.
A graduation, anything with a date on it of some kind of event.
And a name.
And a name. So,
You're screwed and tattooed.
And let me tell you, these days, if you say you saw an invitation with the date, girl, it's so easy to pick up your phone and Google that person's name, find out where they live at.
Right.
So how you know they ain't gonna rob you? So I agree with you. You need to take that
Depersonalize. Yeah, you need
stuff
to depersonalize.
down because it's
Same
given
thing. Same thing with religion.
Exactly. Some people, you know, don't believe in God. We have to respect what anybody believes.
Yeah. Right.
So you know, some people might not like that. They'll come in and go,
You know what else people don't like?
"What?
And I know we're talking about the holidays and the decorations and everything.
You better not say Rudolph. Everybody better love
Well,
Rudolph."
we're going to the Rudolph thing. Don't kick my ass for this. But no one likes to see deer heads and what people shot.
Okay, I got something on that too.
Well, let me tell you, because I'm telling you, I have always had to tell people, please take it down.
Exactly.
And the men, they're like, are you crazy? I'm like, well, do you want to sell it with the house? Because
a lot of people get offended by that.
I understand, but you got to take it down. So 5 months ago, I had a client, and she listens to this podcast, and
Hey,
she
girl.
didn't want to take down her moose head. It was huge.
And people are
It was
proud.
huge. Well, let me tell you why, though. She did not want to take that moose head down because they're going to ask for it. And 30 days later, we got a purchase agreement.
They ask for it.
They asked for the moose head. And she said, is this going to make or break the deal? I said, I don't know. I got to ask.
Yeah.
She said, well, you need to tell them this. Because she never told me till the purchase agreement come in from the buyer. She said, that came from St. Jude for my son that was donated.
So it was sentimental.
Very. And so we didn't lose the deal, but the buyer went from, I want that moose head to,
Yeah.
oh my God, no. No,
Exactly.
we're sorry.
Well,
So we need to know why. But if these things are going to distract people from buying a home, we're not here to sell the family. We're here to sell the structure.
exactly.
And that's why I tell everybody, I'm not here I can rent a family.
But
You can rent a family.
I've been in houses with zebras,
Yeah.
giraffe,
Exotic animals, right?
a giraffe neck and head,
Mm-hmm.
and, you know, gazelles. They went to trip to Africa.
What do you do with that? You tell them to remove it?
You have to tell them because a lot of people get offended, you know, especially when they see a zebra or a giraffe. They're like, why you killed the giraffe?
Right.
You know?
I get what it's not my thing.
Exactly.
It could be their
But,
thing.
I mean, it's those hunting trips are very expensive, but it also benefits the village. So when they kill like a zebra,
Right.
they give the meat to the village and they eat. That's what they eat.
Oh.
And you got to pay a lot of money. You know, exotic hunting is not for everybody.
Right.
But, you know, it's some people's thing. But still, if you have that shit in your house, some people's going to get offended.
Hell yeah, they get offended with Bambi on the wall.
Well, I mean, we see it on social media all the time.
I'm so sorry about that.
Dennis kills zebra and girl, just everybody on social media pounces on them.
Right.
That's crazy.
So we can get people to depersonalize their home.
Yes.
It's hard to depersonalize for Christmas trees. One thing that really scares me, I don't do this. I stopped probably because I've been an agent so long.
Yeah.
I have learned in my career, you don't put out your Christmas presents, for example.
Because
I don't even do that to the day of Christmas. Right.
exactly. But if you're
Back then they did.
But if you have an open house, a public open house, and they got a Christmas tree with presents, you don't know if somebody's in there trying to scope out your place. Because, I mean, people are stealing packages on the damn porch. They don't give a
From
shit.
Amazon.
The Ring cameras up there. They're like, hey, girl, I'm stealing your package. Bye. They don't give no fucks. They're like, oh, hold on, she got bye, girl, bye.
That's sad. It's sad.
So, do you think if they're brazen enough to go steal a package out and open, they're going to be brazen enough to
get inside,
get in your house,
right?
And
take your shit.
And it's like, you can have alarms and stuff. And girl, being in real estate, how many times you let an alarm go off? You
well,
remember to go.
It happens. The popo calls and it happens.
Yeah,
I tell them who
but
I
how
am.
long? Nobody comes out. I just recently had this nice neighborhood.
Right.
The alarm went off. No neighbors came out. The police never showed up. Of course, I turned it off.
Times have changed
and everything. So it would only take that person maybe 2 minutes to grab your shit.
Oh yeah, or less than that.
Yeah, got a bag, girl. They running out.
But so if we can get them to depersonalize the home.
And don't.
I still think
out.
the light. Yeah, don't put your presents out. But I think the lights and what they do, it's just I love it.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it helps sell the house. Now then you've got those houses in different parishes because we're talking about Louisiana again. Look, in different parishes.
Yeah.
They leave them up all year long. What the hell? I don't get that.
Exactly.
It's July, and I'm trying to sell their house, and their Christmas light's been hanging there since November of last year. That's a little nuts.
Oh, yeah. You got to take this shit down.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people don't.
This ain't, what's that song? Redneck Woman?
Yeah. That's Gretchen Wilson's house.
Leave my lights on my front porch all
year
long.
Yeah, right.
Now, you got to, just trying to make it as depersonalized as you can. Some people don't, don't want to take their family pictures down.
Oh, I make them take them. I'm sorry.
So
because I go into a home. First off, they've called me. Sondra, come sell my house.
Yes.
Great. You said house. And I always say that. Sondra, come sell my house.
Yes.
I'm here to sell your house. I'm not here to sell you. Now, we could sell you. We could put you on Rent a Family.
Yeah.
They have those sites, Rent a Family.
What?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
I'll show you that later. You can rent a family for Christmas if you don't have one.
I'll rent my whole family out.
Oh, Lord. But anyway, you can do that. And that's what I actually tell my clients. Look, I'm not here to sell that stuff. You've got to depersonalize and get it down. But I like it. A lot of people like the lights and they like all the decorations. The only thing is, and I'm very strong about this, I have never, in my 56 years, and I'll be 57 in a couple weeks, I have never written the word Xmas. I don't ever believe in leaving Christ out of Christmas. That's what Christmas is about. And I get very offended about it. All right, so, I just know that that's the strong part of the season, and I always sell a lot of houses during the holiday seasons. What about you? Do you find your business picks up then or down or what?
Yeah, I got a couple of deals
going on
right now, which I was a little surprised, because
economy's a little stupid.
And then the holidays, and it's you just never know. But I'm not going to do any public open houses.
Yeah, see,
during the holidays, I'm not doing that because I don't want that liability on me. And to be honest with you, I really don't like doing public open houses anymore because you get a lot of looky-loos.
I haven't done that in a very long time. You did one a couple months ago, and you actually had
I did agents.
A local no, you had a local singer from here.
Yeah.
A local artist.
But it was an agent open house.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was out of town. Okay.
I had Kyle Wilson. Mm-hmm. I did agent open house. I had Kyle Wilson. Shout out Kyle.
Kyle Wilson.
Playing. I had a $150 gift certificate to
you had all
plastic
kinds
surgery.
Of stuff. I remember that.
All kind of good stuff.
But agents need to come to those type of open houses. The public is different. Public is window shopping.
Yeah.
I always tell you, if you want to go window shopping, go to the malls around the corner.
But agents need to support other agents on open houses. And I do go to open houses, the agent open houses, to the ones that come to mind. Mm-hmm. I'm going to support. They're supporting me. I'm going to support them. But the agent open houses, remember we used to do the tours.
That was a long time ago. People don't do that anymore.
Yeah, because as an agent, it's better for you to go look at the property. Because
if I get a phone call about a 2-story sitting over here in Denver Springs with The yard could be small, but the agent's saying it's large. I mean, if you don't go put your eyes on something, which I still do that, and that's probably why both of us are still successful. We're still doing the old school and mixed up with the new school. And the new school is this. We talked about public open houses. Agent open house is a different entity.
Yeah.
That's a different entity.
But
public open houses is very different. But nowadays, when we talk about old school with new school, the new school part of it is, Zillow and Realtor and all them crazy people. Well, a lot of agents do a virtual tour.
Yeah.
Right? And then when they use the Matterport, which is a very expensive camera, that camera, you just click it, you can see the walls, you can see everything. I don't do that anymore. I stopped doing that about 7 years ago. Because why have an open house when you can have a stranger online?
Exactly.
Taking the Matterport and looking at every inch of your room.
Yeah.
It's like, look over there. There's the alarm system. There's their kitchen. It looks like it's about 20 feet to their back door. They're already planning in their mind how they're going to rob that house.
Exactly. Well, I got a story.
Uh-oh.
I do have this. In Denham Springs, not going to say names or anything.
Well, no, but Denham Springs is right here, right outside of Baton Rouge.
And because, a lot of realtors they don't have professional pictures.
That's right.
They don't have enough pictures and everything. Some of these owners do not want their house shown every single room. Point being, I had a listing a few years ago when beautiful, nice house, they didn't want a bunch of pictures.
Okay.
Because their child, they adopted a child, and the parents, the bio parents, found out and tried to kidnap her a few years before that.
Oh, see, crazy shit.
They didn't want people to know the layout of their house.
Right.
Just because of that fact. They didn't know if this bio mom was going to, she was in jail, but what if she would have sent somebody else?
Right. We don't know people's situation.
Exactly. So,
but we have to ask.
I see a lot of realtors online going,
Oh, you didn't do professional. Oh, where's your virtual tour?
Exactly.
Look, people need to stay in their lane. I'm going to stay in my lane because you don't know what my client is telling me, because that's called fiduciary trust. And I can't tell you, even if I get drunk at a bar, I still can't tell you what that seller told me.
There's always a reason why. And then a lot of sellers, they look online and then they go look at a house. The house doesn't even look like the pictures.
That's right.
The pictures are doctored up.
Because pictures paint 1,000 words if you pretty it up.
But when you bring them to that house and they're like, oh my God, this room looks small. It looked huge on the picture, and
it's small.
A 6x10 room or something. Pictures are deceiving. And
that's why they do them.
Remember 10 years ago, girl?
What happened?
Nobody used professional pictures.
No, they use their phones.
Or you took a disposable your digital camera and everything. But now it's just agents need to realize if they're not professional pictures on there, or there
might be a reason.
There's a reason. There's a reason. That doesn't mean I'm a bad agent or the other agent's a bad agent because they're not using. Had somebody say this the other day, well, I use professional pictures. Well, good for you. I do too. But in some instances, I don't.
Because you
and
can't.
There's a reason.
Because of what you just said.
There's a reason.
Because of what you just said.
Exactly. So any agents out there that's listening to this and somebody's saying, stuff about you not using professional pictures, don't listen to them. There's always a reason why.
Well, look, people like to judge. People can judge really quick. That's what they like to do first. They don't. There's always three sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth.
Yep.
Always. In everything you do.
Correct.
So people like to judge, and they'll judge very, very quick. Now, I actually have a client right now, and I'm not going to disclose anything about what's happening, but that client has to sign with an X. Long as there's something on the paper. The seller doesn't have to know the buyer's name. Boy, I don't know why. I don't know if it's agents that have pushed that nowadays, and the seller, because most sellers, when they get their purchase agreement, they are already Googling them on Facebook and everything else.
Yeah,
who's buying my house? I'm like, I don't know. But my client is a celebrity, and I cannot have them put their name on it. So we signed with an X, and that agent come back going, well, what the hell are you doing?
And that's legal because there's people that don't know how to read and write.
Is that Dr. X, Mr. X? I said, what the hell's the matter to you?
Yeah.
Cash is cash. We're going to close then. Well, can we sign? Can we all sit in the same room? Hell no.
No, because
that's why it's got a damn X.
They're going to want to do this.
It's not about this, but it's not about that. But
no,
yeah,
I know what
you're saying.
It is. Yeah. But it's everything. Every real estate transaction is different.
You just said it. Every transaction is different because every human is different. So we don't go through the same thing, especially. Exactly. But I think, Dawn, I think the reason we go through things differently is because we put the interest always of our client above our own.
Yes. Just
like yesterday. I showed 7 houses in Mississippi, but my client caught the flu and couldn't go.
And you drove
I still got in my car or my truck and hauled my ass to Mississippi and just FaceTime videoed. When we get through with all this, I got to go there. I'm going to give her all her homework. But she had the flu. I'm still going to follow through and go above and beyond because that's what you're supposed to do, right? But I tell you what, getting back to this holiday, depersonalizing your home, you know what? I had some clients over the last couple of years. Mm-hmm. So I sold their homes here in the Livingston Parish area, and they wanted to move to Tennessee. Now, they wanted to be where the snow was. Ooh. I know.
No, I mean, snow. I love snow, but not every day.
We're all different. We really are. We're all different. I mean, I know everybody, might like the snow, but I'm just looking forward to the crawfish season. Come on, let's go. But so it was really fun. Pinching tail, sucking head. That's the crawfish season. In case you people out there don't know what that is, we'll talk about that later. But it was fun. To see the pictures of the snow. I've never really sold a house with snow on it, and snow like 3 foot, 4 foot. It was really cool. Yeah. So I got to experience that, and that was like really, really cool.
Yeah,
I wish we had some snow here.
Well, we did a few years ago.
I know, but then nobody came out of the damn house.
Oh no. They shut the city down.
None of us can drive.
You had to frolic in your own yard. Oh, actually twice, because I got 2 sets of pictures from snow.
Yeah, it must probably be a long time ago.
No, one was like, girl, put it up on my Facebook now. I document
So what, too long ago?
Yeah, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And girl, I mean, I had this much snow in my backyard.
Yeah.
So, and it lasted a few days. That's when, remember, they shut the city down. You couldn't drive.
They're going to shut our parish and our stuff down because we can't drive. We don't know how to drive in snow. It just is what it is. And people on this podcast listen probably going, boy, them girls, them bitches need to come over here with some snow. I'll teach them how to drive, which is true. I mean, you're going to have to teach me because I lived up in Olive Branch, Mississippi at one time, which is right below Memphis. Yeah. And we got snow all the time. And I never left my house. I didn't know how to drive in this shit. I was scared. I just put these chains on me. Oh, hell no. I'll just stay my fat ass at home. Thank you very much. But, so I love selling homes during the holidays. I also take care of my clients at that time. Yeah. Most of them, the November time is the giving time, so they get pies from me. They get gifts. And in December, I actually go by each week and visit them. Yeah. Go drive to their houses because people still need people.
Oh, yeah.
And that's what I like about the holidays.
And there's some people that don't have family. And
that's a total.
I know, but you stop by during the holidays. That's probably going to mean a lot to them.
Yeah, I have we've seen a lot of turns since the pandemic. Yeah, I have personally. And I've seen a lot more deaths.
Yes.
Since the pandemic. So you're absolutely right. We definitely don't want to miss out on that. There are a lot of families who will be having during the holiday time. And I actually have those written down because that's how I take care of my client database. Yeah. And I look and see, this family doesn't have a mom and dad anymore. No. This one lost. And I have it all written down. I'll show it to you. You probably think I'm crazy. And I put those people first during the holidays. Yes. And I call those my client A's because we have an A, B, and C and D group. I always do. Those are my client A's that I really just go and make sure that I'm giving some quality time back. Because I'm not looking for them to buy another house for me. So I'm not there for business.
Yeah.
I'm there as a human being.
Exactly. Because the holidays are hard. Especially, you know, I lost my mother 23 years ago in December.
Yeah.
And it's a hard month.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you know.
December's always hard. But December's my birthday. I can make it easy
know.
for you now.
What day?
December 6th.
Oh. We'll have to do something.
We can have some fun.
Yeah.
We can have some
So,
fun.
you know, I totally understand that. Holidays are tough for people.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the time to be kind.
Work hard, be kind.
Yes.
We both work at a company,
Yeah.
Real Broker LLC, and that is our core value. That is the core value that pumps our company.
Yeah.
And this is why we are growing so big nationally wise. I wear the shirts all the time. I think the shirt underneath what I got is work hard, be kind.
Yeah. I don't
And-
have that shirt. I had pulled this out the storage box. Because all of a sudden it's winter time.
I thought we were going to miss
It's
winter.
velvet season.
Oh, Lord.
You know, I love me some velvet now.
Oh, Jesus. All right, so let me ask you something.
What?
During the holidays, have you ever seen anything exotic? Like, for example, I'll tell you what, I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We're all kind of used to a normal, maybe spray tree, live,
Lot.
artificial. I saw the best, weirdest, intriguing tree, and it was contemporary, made out of silver, and it was cut really weird and different, and it had, you could see through it, and it had balls hanging on it, ornaments, Christmas ornaments hanging on it, and all this shit you could see through.
Yeah.
But it was like, I'm sure it looked like to me, since we live down south.
Yeah, it looked like ice.
No, right. It looked like something that would come from up north, like maybe some of the northern, like New York.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, like New
Oh,
York
yeah.
people.
I know exactly.
Because it's
yeah.
more contemporary and it's
Yeah.
not your typical tree. You ever seen anything exotic or weird? That's what I mean by that.
Well, I seen a pampas grass
A what?
tree. You know that grass and it grows that fluffy. Everybody's using them for weddings now.
Okay.
You know, you see them sometimes like in the mediums. If
Okay.
anybody doesn't know what a medium, well, a Nutri-Ground, that's what we're talking about, the medium.
Okay.
You know, it's that big thing that grows. It's like huge grass, but it has these like it's like it looks like a feather duster.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking? It's pampas grass.
Okay.
And I've seen this is like a trend this year. People are taking like a pole, you drill holes in it, and they go pick that pampas grass.
And put it in there.
Yeah, well, they wrap lights around the pole because the pampas grass is not going to hold the lights, and they put it's beautiful.
Yeah.
So look it up, pampas grass.
Pampas
Christmas
grass.
tree.
Okay. That kind of reminds me of cactus tails.
Yeah, I've seen a cactus Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah?
I didn't see it in person, but I seen a picture, and it was pretty cool.
Oh,
it was
okay.
like this.
You know what?
cactus with lights.
You know what's also freaky? I don't know how many years ago they started this. And so I had listed this house, and it was really funny because some of the feedback I was getting back from agents showing it was, well, I've shown it 2 days in a row now, and they forgot to move the elf on the shelf.
Oh my God. I hate them little things. Whoever invented Elf on the Shelf.
Really? I'm serious. That was the
I hate
feedback.
them.
Well, the elf on the shelf is still over there by the...
Well, let me tell you, I'm glad that shit came out after my kids were grown because my Elf on the Shelf would have been moving every day because I would have taped it to the damn ceiling fan. Look, I'm dreading freaking December 1st because that's when we're going to start seeing them little evil little bastards on the thing. I hate them. And people stress out. They're like, oh my God.
I know. I have seen. I've had some of my clients. Oh wait, Sondra, we didn't move the elf on the shelf. I'm like, are you serious? It's really. I told you to depersonalize, but they can't. I don't get it. It's only happened over the last 6-7 years. They won't depersonalize that elf on the shelf.
We didn't have the Elf on the Shelf when we were growing up.
Hell no, we had these old timey looking things.
Yeah,
here.
we had Rudolph, but our mamas didn't take a Rudolph and say, "Oh, Rudolph's gonna throw sugar on the thing today." My Rudolph would have sugar lined up like
You're
a rolled up joint, fake joint.
our days were different. Today's a lot different. Okay,
My elf on the shelf would have been lit.
would have been lit, huh?
Oh, because my kids know I'm crazy, and I would have done something crazy.
Yeah, well,
But
at least you didn't have to worry about that. But that's a trend that's out there, and
so move that damn elf on the shelf.
in the garbage can.
Exactly. I don't want to see it on Facebook going, oh my God, I forgot to move the elf on the shelf. Susie's going to cry and die. Susie ain't going to die. Susie is not going to die.
She'll be fine.
Y'all lying to him anyway about the Santa Claus anyway.
Yeah, that's right. You're right.
So,
Oh Lord,
you know,
You're absolutely right.
that elf don't give a shit.
no, they don't. They don't.
That elf, kids, the elf ain't going to tell on you.
But they think so. And then they think they can't touch it. Like they touch it, the elf's gonna die.
Oh yeah,
It's just the stuff they plan
y'all can't
anyway.
be telling these children that. But I was a bad parent because I brought my kid to a Vanilla Ice concert when he was freaking 6 years old.
Vanilla Ice,
Yes,
ice
front
baby.
row, girl. Let me tell you about this.
Oh,
I know
Lord.
it's not real estate. 6 years. He was 6 years old. Jordan, love Vanilla Ice. So, girl, we was living in Fort Walton Beach, Florida at the time. He was coming to play in Pensacola. So I bought these tickets, girl, and they were $50 for front row. And girl, back then, this is like the
That's a lot of money.
19, like early,
90s,
early
early 90s. Okay.
90s. So I bought these tickets. We up there, girl, and they had these big speakers, and it was like, booming.
Yeah.
Girl, Jordy's sitting there crying with his ears closed. I was like, you better take them hands off them ears on the Jordy. I paid a lot of money for these damn things. But girl, I got a picture of Vanilla Ice right there on the stage going like that.
And your son, who is older now.
Yeah, he's 39.
Right. He's a great guy. He
Oh, yeah.
took you to your Garth Brooks concert,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Flew you over to Texas.
Yeah,
So
I got a good kid. All of them are
that's good. At least he didn't hold Vanilla Ice against you and beat
No,
your
my
ass.
girl was so funny. He's like, yeah. I'm like, and I bought him a pony because I wanted a pony one time. Bought him a damn pony. Pony bucked him
happens.
off. And I got the picture. He's like, I was like, you better get your ass on that pony. And we had-
People don't talk to kids like that.
exactly. But
They don't spank them either. My ass got tore up.
hell yeah. And that's why my kids didn't give me any trouble. And that's why they're
Guess
productive
what?
citizens.
I don't give my parents any trouble
Exactly.
either. I got my ass whipped, I can promise you.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't give
got
them
mine
any
too.
problems. Yeah.
I got my ass whipped at 18 years old.
Oh, wow.
Because I stayed out till 5 o'clock. My mama still whipped my ass when I got
I'd
up
whip
in
your
there.
ass too if you was out at 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't care what year it is.
Never did it again.
You learn. You live,
yeah.
you learn, and you grow. You live, you learn, and you grow.
Exactly. So
Well, look, I want to thank you for
you're welcome.
coming on here and shooting
It's
the
always a
shit with
pleasure.
me, shooting the shit with me with dirt, grit, and stupid shit. Ventures in real estate. I know the very end, maybe we didn't talk about the real estate stuff, but people listening can kind of get
Yeah.
to know who we are and little things about us. So
And it's the holiday season.
Yeah.
Doing a little thing.
That's
Merry
right.
Christmas, everybody.
that's right. Thank
Happy
you.
holidays.
Thank you, Dawn.
Thank you.
All right.